This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Hello again from Barkha and from me. Today we have Dorab joining us because today it's crunch time, numbers time. We're going to look at the seat forecast party by party of our nationwide opinion poll. If an election were to be held today, 1 year after the Congress won the last elections, will the Congress get more seats, or because of a rough, tough year, will it go downhill? Will the BJP do any better, or is it too in disarray and cannot win any more seats? Who wins and who loses in hard numbers? And Barkha, some very hard politics too, I guess.
Hard politics and two big elections actually coming up, Bihar and Bengal. And of course the big state of Uttar Pradesh, without which they say the road to Delhi cannot be found. All that, lots of interesting stuff and big surprises. But
show tonight, we've got Pranab Mukherjee, the crisis manager and the de facto clear number 2 in this government. Arun Jaitley, the man who could be a BJP Prime Minister one day. I'm sure he'll deny it. Nitish Kumar, the man who could be kingmaker in the next elections, and we shall see why as it emerges from the opinion poll. Ambika Soni, the hugely experienced and sane voice of the Congress party. Before we go to the polls, let's look at key areas, Barkha, where our first guest, the finance minister, is going to play a major role, and that's Bengal.
And Pranoy, of course, Pranab Mukherjee is also the head of the state Congress in West Bengal. And his colleague, the railway minister, Mamta Banerjee, is also from there. And they've been literally at loggerheads in the civic polls in West Bengal, the imminent civic polls. They're fighting each other. The Congress, in fact, Pranoy, gave a written explanation accusing the Trinamool of slighting it. Mamta Banerjee hit back at Pranab Mukherjee, saying he doesn't have a mass base.
I mean, it's getting pretty nasty.
And if this alliance doesn't actually hold for the assembly elections, it could change the picture dramatically in Bengal, I think, as our opinion poll shows.
Well, let's have a look at what the opinion poll... Let's start straight away with the east of India. Let's have a look at West Bengal. Remember, it's got a total of 42 seats. And this is what it says our opinion poll suggests will happen. The UPA will get 27, the left will get 14, and the NDA will get 1 seat. So that is virtually the same. It's just the UPA has got 1 up, 1 more than last time, and the CPM 1 down. And the NDA, that's just one thing, getting 1. Let's have a look at Bihar now. Bihar, 23 for Nitish, still clearly the largest party. Nitish, 23, but down about 10 seats since last time. UPA, 3 seats. That's the Congress not doing well there. And Lalu doing a little better, but still not making a dent on Nitish Kumar and the BJP alliance, unless, and we shall see a little later, he forms alliance with the Congress party, which is in the air. So Lalu gets 12 seats. And let's have a look at Orissa. 1 for the NDA, UPA 6, and BJD, Naveen Patnaik still dominating that state. I mean, Barkha, that is amazing. Naveen Patnaik, after how many years is it? Two and a half elections. I mean, it's been 12 years.
And the BJP gambled on the fact, Pranoy, in the last election that without them, he couldn't make it. And he basically defied pollsters, defied everybody, still holding ground. This in a state where even the language of the state is something he's weak at, Oriya, which goes to show the development, governance, all of which he is credited with to a reasonable degree, do work.
But now, Barkha, the key point, as you were mentioning, is Mamta Banerjee and the Congress alliance in West Bengal. We're going to have a look in a moment from now of the impact of if that alliance breaks up, like it has, as you mentioned, in the municipal election, if it stays broken for the assembly elections, what will that impact be, and what happens if they stay together? We'll get those results in just a moment from
and
now.
Pranav, the rhetoric that's been coming from Mamta, you know, of course, the Congress is used to this model in Bengal. Remember in UPA-1, it was in a way similar to what was happening with the left, where there were coalition partners for the bulk of the tenure at the centre, but enemies in the state. But this time, what we're seeing is actually Mamta Banerjee making statements like, I do not believe in friendly fights.
Tuba.com